This episode of The Map is brought to you by the STJFL and its major partner, Cripps, the master baker, baking great bread since 1878. Now sit back and relax as we join our host, Andrew Hoppy Hopwood.
Hello and welcome to week 2 of The Map. We were so encouraged and excited about last week when we brought you all the highlights of the blue gold at North Hobart. We've been inundated with emails of comments of congratulations, maybe one or two of telling us how we can improve things, one or two, so keep those things coming. Now if you want to send us a comment, send it to themap@dufftv.com.au, and in fact there's been so many, we're going to highlight one of those letters later in the show. Well, we're going to get our beanies on, our scarves on, get the woolen coat, because we're going down the southern outlet, down to the Kingston Beach Oval. We're going to bring you 4 very, very big games. Start the engines. The ball's about to bounce. The whistle's going. The map's underway.
Goal for Glenorchy. No, I can pick that one up there on the rebound here. And here comes Glenorchy now. My apologies. That was going the way of the Tigers. Trying to clear it. Danger zone now for the Pies. Oh, it's a pretty good goal if he's kicked it. Very good work there by that young man. I'll get his number in a moment.
Pappy, you're commentating so well. You've been practicing at home.
Oh, mate, I do watch the AFL on mute sometimes and give myself a bit of a rev up, but I don't tell many people that. Ball goes into the forward 50 of that. That's a goal. In our jibber jabber, we've missed a glorious goal from the Pies.
Look out for Allen. He's one of the guns in this Pies team, and they've just got a bit of momentum back here. Another kick coming out of the centre.
So Alec Wild with a free kick. Good smother there from that young man, Mitch Owen, or Roy as they like to call him. And 6 goals to 8. Play 6 goals straight, 6.
Oh, here we go. Another turnover here. Could be another goal of our goal kicker.
Oh, Allen. That's his second one. Bang go the Pies.
As the Tigers are coming out and they're going forward, and it's going up towards their full forward area. Back to you, Pappy. I'm out of breath already.
No worries. Very well picked up there by that young man, Henley. Oh, what a goal. And they reply in outstanding fashion. And have a look at this bloke. Captain Gunboots, the umpire. Mate, he could be in the running for umpire of the week, I reckon. Have a look at that. And here come the Tigers now at the outer side. He's had a good go, this young man. Left foot boot. I think that might have been his non-preferred, but not a bad drop punt there. Didn't fall with the favour of his teammate. Here's Allen. He's had about 700 touches already. Back to Allen. Nice work there between those two. Perez on the lead. It's going to go over the line and will just beat him. Look at the gun. I don't get the gun boots. What's all that about? He's had a good game back into the fence line was Downey. He'll clear it out with the big right foot snap out to the middle of the ground. Now chasing it down. Oh, here comes Allen. Jeez, he's got a bit of talent. That's another little kick there. They're going to pay that a mark. So Allen gets it off to Wild. Alex Wild back to Allen. Jeez, how many touches do you reckon he's had, Allen?
Well, he's known as the ball magnet, and I think we're seeing it right here today.
He's getting dubbed magnets today because that's exactly what he is. Ball now to the middle of the ground again. Here come the Tigers. They've got a bit of run, plenty of numbers. Ducking and weaving. Jeez, he left it behind. Unlucky Hayes. Can they recompose himself? Charging through. Nice kick there. Goes to the front of the goal. Snaps it on his right boot. Goal! Fantastic work from the Tigers. And that was fantastic there. We'll get him to spin around. Do your little twirl, son, and we'll get your number. Hey, it's Tommy Cooper. Tries to trickle it on. Doesn't get a hold of it. Picking it up now, the Pies. They're attacking. They're just not getting on the scoreboard. 39 plays 20. Oh, great play on there from that young man. Harrison Thomas. Thomas now. He'll wheel around. He'll get it off to Sproul. Sproul goes long. Fantastic goal from Connor Sproul. Here we go. Picked up by the Tigers. Trying to wheel it out and around there was Mitch Owen. Mitch Owen playing in defence now. Oh, he's coughed that straight up to this young man in Harrison Thomas. Thomas has a crack. And he's kicked the goal. Ball goes to the middle of the ground. And very well collected by the Tigers. Here they go now. They need to get a bit of run happening. That's Cook. Have a bounce. Does it well. And passes off to the advantage. And play some good footy. Speaking of good footy, here comes this young man. It's Jacob Downey. He'll run in. Oh no, he's hit the old barrister. And they'll clear it out. Good work from these young boys. Here comes Cook. He's been fantastic. Definitely the Tigers' best player. And there must be a magnet in that pole. Fantastic face on Roy, the old Jack Rewalt style haircut there. Check out that, the old cockatoo/fringe. Ball's going into the middle of the ground. No mark taken. Here come the Pies now. Back into the hands of my BOG, Tommy Allen. He's been fantastic.
Oh, well, hats off to those combatants in that game. The weather was pretty tough for them, but they stood up and marched on through, and a really good quality game down there at the Beachside Oval. Okay, so that was the first one, which was Kingborough Gold and Glenorchy. Let's move on to our second one, where we saw Kingborough Black taking on New Norfolk, and they've made the very, very big road trip from the Valley of Love. I wonder if the travelling, like it is for the West Coast going over to the east, is going to be a tough one for them coming on the way down. I just wonder if they stopped at Bridgewater for a snack on the way. Let's go and see how they get on. That reminded me of Brucey Jewell, one of my favourites back for Carlton Duff for the old flying doormat. He ran and ran straight from the half-back line. Have a look at this man. He takes it under his arm and takes the game on. That's what you want to see. But going back there, showing great courage, was Bailey Stevens. Didn't know what was coming from him. Dodging one way, then the other was Donaghy. He goes towards goal. And I tell you what, I think there's been a whistle on play. If that's not mistaken, Tyler Donaghy has put that one through for a big sausage roll. And have a look at the grin on the old face there. In trying to go that extra little bit of distance, it's gone and dragged a little bit to the left and through for the minor score. Okay, so New Norfolk are piling on the pressure at this particular occasion. Comes across to Triffett. On this case, Brock Triffett has drilled that one over the top of the head of the umpire. Long kick. Oh, unfortunately for Kingborough on this occasion, the old forwards were behind, but I tell you what, this is nicely done by Salverson. He goes one way, then the other. A little bit of a sun shower comes across. Here's an opportunity for the first goal. It's a snap in here by Adam Graham. And it was Graham who hooked that one over, Duff, and couldn't quite get it through for the accurate one. That's the Rover in Hills picking the ball up, but it's there. I tell you what, that's beautifully stolen by the Kingborough Tigers, and that's got them underway, Duff. But it's Kingborough who have repelled that early attack from the Eagles, and they're doing some of the attacking in their own right. And that's what they need at this stage, to get themselves back in the match as an opportunity breaks clear. And I tell you what, Duff, this is a magnificent shot on goal. In fact, it was Mitchell Lister, I think we'll give that one to. And absolutely, it's Hunter Jones there trying to move it forward there. I think it was Freeman who tried to pick it up, but it comes back to Lister, who goes the long shot on goal. I tell you what, Duff, Mitchell Lister has kicked an absolute rip-roaring goal from downtown. It's a fantastic match. And the crowd is building as we speak. Probably the word's got around the town that these two combatants are up against each other. And here they go. Stevenson, as soon as he marks the ball with great height. Look at that kick, Duff. That's gone 50 metres. Up she goes, right towards the Teethers goal, but going back and back. Gee, that was good defensive play by Edwards. Gets it across then to Stevens.
Look at the teamwork.
Oh, look, back and forth. They're just racking up the stats there, Duff. I wonder if their dad's given them $5 a possession. That's what they probably did their handballing, I reckon, Duff.
These 5, these 10.
And so now they're all calling Lockie as he's probably looking towards the true centre half. Oh, he sells a little bit of candy, goes one way then the other. Gee whiz, it's a very entertaining match as it comes out towards the other side. Look at that one, it's quickly onto the boot. It's a good opportunity for Kingborough. Hook it back over the head, and it's gone mighty close. And in fact, I think that one might have gone through, Duff. And I think that is Jaden Russell who's going to line the one up. The drop punt, it's going close. That's accurate, beautiful kick, son. Jaden Russell, that's a beauty. And here we go. Here's your man, Wilton, of course. I think he'd be backing in from there. Oh, look at that! He's gone the dummy, and he's got it straight through. What great play that was, Duff. I tell you what, Duff, this looks like a Hutto. Oh, I think I can see that candy from a mile away, but he didn't quite see it. Oh, clear. As the ball now is in dispute. Big opportunity. I tell you what, every time this young man, Lockie Salverson, gets it, the left Duke goes out as if to say, get out of the way, I'm coming through. Here's an opportunity by the Kingborough boys. It's come right over the back towards Adam Graham. Adam Graham has plucked that across there with a very timely mark. Another fantastic game. And I've got to say, as a veteran of the coaching caper in junior footy, that game I rate very highly. Hats off to the coaches, because every time someone got the ball, it was fantastic to see. Instead of just putting it on the boot and kicking it and slamming away at goal, as a lot of junior footy players sometimes tend to do, let's be honest, you want to kick, they got their head up and they're looking for their teammate, handballing it across. And not only doing that, they were also looking for the block to help their teammates. So hats off to those guys. And the other thing I just noticed too, Lee College, the coach of the Kingborough Black team, was a great player for North Hobart. It's good to see some of the former greats coming back in and putting something back into football. So Lee, hats off to you. All right then, what do we got next? We're into the under-12s and we've got a treat. Of course, the great Chris Donnelly, the premiership coach from down there at Kingston, has joined us to do the special comments. Let's go to that first game.
With a very clean forward thrust by the Tigers. As have a look at this man swoop on the ball. Beautiful work by Bierman, dodging very elusively Ethan Brock as he chipped it over. But this young man, Bierman, we've got 2 number 6s out there, Chris. I think that was Bierman on that particular occasion. He picked it up and drove it for Norfolk. Oh, a bit of a handoff. Ayliffe driving it towards the forward zone. Oh, look at the swiftness there, ducking in and under was Watt. Watt gets the handball out to the speedy runner there. I think it might have been Haig, but now it comes across, that was Bauman trying to do the shepherd over. Look at that, showed a bit of candy, and then as he let it out, it was on the tip of his fingers and pulled it back in and kept running, and that was fantastic. I love the way these boys are getting the ball, and girls of course, getting the ball and taking the game on, and that's a powerful, strong mark.
Off to Kai Newson. Kai Newson uses his left beautifully through the middle of the ground to Patrick Kelly. Paddy looks forward and hits up Will Poland. Will's now he'll turn onto his left. A short pass into
Zeno Barwick, who got it back over there, but yet again Matthew Barnes has been moved back in defence, was very good. Up they go. Brilliant set of dukes by Brycey Duncan, there's no doubt about it. Had the long sleeves and comes across now to Newson. Newson takes plenty of time, brings it back inboard, and it's Appleby coming back out. He's been caught, Scragg gets it away nicely now to Pollen. Pollen driving it forward, there's a big chance. Oh, through the dukes of Barwick, couldn't quite pull it in. They've got the numbers if they're good enough. They back, goes back.
There, Hoppy.
Oh, have a look at this one. Zeno Barwick, you beauty. Beautiful snap. Picked up by New Norfolk in their forward thrust. And I tell you what, I just saw a very nice sight. I think it was ground manager Sally Donnelly coming back with some coffees just to the right of screen, and I can just smell them roasting beautifully, and I'm sure that'll be well deserved for the commentators as Kingborough get that handball going. Left-handed, beautiful chain of handball, great teamwork, gets it across to Brock. Brock now trying to find the player in the open area. That was Bomford. He picks it up with clean hands, drives it towards the open goal. That was, without a doubt, one of the goals of the day, one of the best goals you'll see in junior footy. It was coast to coast. Comes over to that consummate defender there in Barnes, who's there to help out. But it's Haig who goes and bursts his way through on that particular occasion. Can't quite get his dukes on it, but look at him fighting very, very hard. And that's basically been the pattern of play all day. A really hard-fought encounter as Matthew Barnes backing back, taking a very timely test chest mark. Okay, this is coming out toward Rebecca Knight. She's had a good crack all day.
Yes.
Had a fantastic work by Rebecca.
I do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to my daily bread Cripps Master Loaf.
I will enjoy freedom from artificial preservatives.
Be it white, wholemeal or 9 grain.
I will proudly fly the Cripps flag in a toast to this great nation we call Tasmania.
Cripps Master Loaf. Tasmanians swear by it.
Just watching that ad makes an old fox hungry, and a very big thank you to our major sponsor, Cripps, the Master Baker, baking bread since 1878. Now, at the top of the show we mentioned we're going to start our letter of the week, and this week's letter comes to us from a young man named Nobby from the Eastern Shore, where I believe it's an overcoat warmer than anywhere else in Tasmania. And Nobby writes to us he's very concerned about the under-8s who have some very slight legs and forearms. They haven't developed their muscular formation at this stage of their career. And on these cold, brisk mornings, they are forced to take the tracksuit dacks off and run around and get somewhat cool. Nobby writes to us and says, STJFL, the people who run this very fine and huge competition in Tasmania, can we allow our youngsters to put the longer gear on, the tracky dacks on, and just stay that bit warmer so the skill level stays up? Well, there's our thing. We're going to take that to the top. We're going to ask the President, Jim Horn, and give you an answer in next week's show. So if you've got any other concerns, questions you want to raise, comments, please come into us at themap.com. Oh, sorry, I apologise there. It's themap@dufftv.com.au. Okay, now let's go to our last game, and for that one we've got Kingborough Gold versus Glenorchy.
Here I'm joined in the commentary position by Chrissy Donnelly, the Premiership coach from Kingborough. Chris, welcome along.
Thanks, Hobby. She's about to start now. Anthony Beach, he's got the first ball up. Shelby Stubbs.
Shelby Stubbs, number 46, very well done. As here's an opportunity for the Maggies. It's Lockie Jenkins, who takes a very, very nice mark. Very unselfish play, tries to get it to the forward. And Beachy couldn't quite pull that one, just lost the handle on it at the last moment, and it slipped out of his grasp. But look at Kingborough trying to share the ball around as they're driving it towards the big sticks. Oh, beautiful set of dukes there. Here's an opportunity for the Maggies if they can pick this ball up. But the Kingborough defence have been pretty good all day, and I love it when a defender comes out like that. How about that? Putting the old telescopic arms over the top. That was great play by Sammy Berry. We'll get onto that one. There's a couple there, so it might. There's one boy who's got number Liam Rowbottom, so it might be this young man. Oh, slightly tripped. That was Gower, and his attempts to go forward slipped over. Kelly picks it up. He's knee-high to a grasp, but by G shows endeavour. I tell you what, it's come out to the very elegant left foot shot. Look at this one. He might have put it through. That's very wise goal umpiring. He thinks that wind's coming off the mountain or from the Antarctic, as Douglas Mawson, I think that is. Anyway, now it's stacking it on and trying to get that one out, and doing so was Tyler Hughes. Oh, it comes out and a shot on goal, and the Dukes go up. That's a very nice shot. I think that might have been Shelby Stubbs, was it?
Exactly right. Lovely, lovely shot at goal.
It runs from under-8s, or from Auskick under-8s, right through to under-18s. And I tell you what, the umpire had a wry smile on his face there, Chris.
He's pinged Simon Dowko, the Kingborough runner, for being in the centre square.
Well, I wonder if runner Dowko will get a bake from Coach Howard. Oh, look at that, very frosty. The relationship looks very, very frosty. Great impression. Okay, out it comes. Oh, beautiful Dukes there. Gee whiz. How many marks is that, Chris? Is that about 8?
About 8. Roaming across half back.
Oh, just going.
Superb, Sandberry.
He gets it out. Couldn't quite pull that one in, was Harris. Here's an opportunity for Donnelly. He goes forward. Oh, now marked on the line. Comes around, spins, comes out. And I think that was Zane Beachy who might have just snapped that one through. Keeps his head down and moves that ball forward at all costs, as Shelby tries to pick it up. And this man, Shea Hart, who has shown plenty of his surname, Ticker, no doubt about that, trying to move the Maggies forward. Here comes Kelly. Kelly drives it forward. And look at this. They've come into some open spaces. The ball's bounced beautifully. Picks up, driving towards the goal. I tell you what, the Maggies are not done by him. That's Ryan Dance. And have a listen to the crowd as they've really gone wild. Swinging it round. Going out wide. Running hard now is Brock for the Kingborough. He can't get it. The umpire's come in and he's over the ball and he's pinging for holding it.
Good umpire.
Oh, it's desperate stuff now. You can see it in the supporters' faces. Oh! Mark that one up as one of the marks of the day. Brandon Gow, you beauty. Ripped that one out from nowhere. Oh, he's come over the mark up. This could be extremely costly, as umpire Beachy said, you've come too far, son. He's brought him back the old 15 metres, and Duff, he's probably about 17 metres out, 45-degree angle, and he's got a chance to win the game. Drives it one, and that's got to be right up there in 7 plays and 7 days with the mark and goal of the day, Duff. What a rip and play by Brandon Gow, and you won't believe this, Duff, but the Magpies have flown up and got their beaks in front. Let's just check that, Duff. 3-1-19 to 3-4-22, Duff.
You love it.
Oh,
time left, Pop.
It's getting very, very close. As we can see, the supporters are very anxious, and it is a huge crowd that have come out here on a Sunday afternoon, and why wouldn't you come out when you can see football to the quality of this? Here's a chance, comes out to the big man in Glenorchy. He drives it down, here's a chance now. Picking it up is Howard, driving it forward, Duff, it's rolling, and it's rolled through for a goal. You won't believe it. As soon as the Maggies have got in front, the Kingborough Tigers have ripped their hearts straight out.
Oh boy, what a match. I tell you what, that was one of those old-fashioned arm wrestles like that, a bit of a dour sort of struggle. And then at the end, didn't the crowd get involved? It was all action stations. As I think Kingborough there, they just got the goal, you thought it was all over. Then the opposition, another goal. It was just goal for goal. It was fantastic. And the huge crowd that braved the cold conditions that came out here were in for a treat. I'll give you the tip. If that's the standard of football in Tasmania, we are going to have some absolute beauties of these young men growing up. So do yourself a favour, get out to the footy on a Sunday. It was magnificent. Now, talking of magnificent, we had one more match, but we just didn't have enough time to feature it today. And that was the Kingborough versus North Hobart under-13. So, boys, stay tuned for next week. Now, moving on to other matters, we have got the Umpire of the Week. I always take a laugh at some of the umpires. You get the goal umpires who do the funny fingers like this, or they wave the flags in a strange way. But we've got two very, very good candidates coming up for you. Let's have a look at them now. We've got this man from New Norfolk, who I love the way his fingers came out and pointed as if he was in the mosh pit of a rock concert. But this man over here who's showing great initiative, instead of taking the coat off with no hood, he's donned it straight on the noggin and he is looking a great fashion piece. So hats off to you. Here is our Umpire of the Week. So what does our weekly umpire win? This fantastic prize, our 14-day pass from the Genesis Gym in Hobart. And not only that, when you go in, Guy Franklin will give you a guided tour and a personal entree into how to shape your body like his. And I give you the tip, when he takes his shirt off, the girls in there, they go berserk. And if you happen to win the big prize, you are in line. I can't believe, it must be a misprint, but you get 3 months membership. Fantastic, and we thank you very much, the Genesis Gym. Now, what's coming up next week? Let me go through here, everybody. We are off to the Queenborough Oval, where we are going to bring you all the action from down at Sandy Bay, so stay tuned for that big one. Now it is, here it is, the one we always look forward to. 7 plays in 7 days. See you later.
Here's your man, Wilton, of course. I think he'd be backing in from there. Oh, look at that! He's gone the dummy, and he's got it straight through. What great play that was, Dale.
Here come the Tigers, and couldn't take the mark down there. Was that young man? Spins around, good defensive work, has another crack. Goal! Good composure from that man on the line just to hold it off. And after a few stabs at it, Mitch Owen, or Roy, has kicked a goal.
And absolutely, it's Hunter Jones there trying to move it forward there. I think it was Freeman who tried to pick it up, but it comes back to Lister, who goes the long shot on goal. I tell you what, Duff.
Tries to trickle it on, doesn't get a hold of it. Picking it up now, the Pies. They're attacking, they're just not getting on the scoreboard. 39 plays 20. Oh, great play on there from that young man. Harrison Thomas. Thomas now. He'll wheel around. He'll get it off to Sproul. Sproul goes long. Fantastic goal from Connor Sproul.
Tell you what, Duff, this looks like a Hutto. Oh, I think I can see that candy from a mile away, but he didn't quite see it. Oh, clear. Desperate stuff now. You can see it in the supporters' faces. Oh, mark that one up as one of the marks of the day. 45-degree angle, and he's got a chance to win the game. Drives it one, and that's got to be right up there in 7 plays in 7 days. It's getting very, very close. as we can see, the supporters are very anxious, and it is a huge crowd that have come out here on a Sunday afternoon. And why wouldn't you come out when you can see football to the quality of this? Here's a chance, comes out to the big man in Glenorchy. He drives it down. Here's a chance now. Picking it up is Howard, driving it forward. It's rolling, and it's rolled through for a goal. You won't believe it. As soon as the Maggies have got in front, the Kingborough Tigers have ripped their hearts straight out.
I do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to my daily bread, Cripps Master Loaf.
I will enjoy freedom from artificial preservatives.
Be it white, wholemeal or 9 grain.
I will proudly fly the Cripps flag in a toast to this great nation we call Tasmania.
Cripps Master Loaf. Tasmanians swear by it.